For a while, I started going to some AA meetings. And no, I never was quitting. I just was looking for designated drivers. It's great. Trust me, just bring some coffee and cigarettes. Those guys are driving around for a week. They got nothing else going on. You gotta listen to them bitch and moan about, I lost my wife and kids because I couldn't control my drinking. Second house on the right, if you could just slow down, that would be... No, my real problem's not drinking and driving. It's actually drinking and eating. Nobody else, really? Just me? That's why there's a line around Taco Bell at 1 o'clock in the morning that no one can explain. If I was a cop, I would just stand at the end of the drive-thru of Taco Bell at about midnight, and I would pull over every single car. Wouldn't you? Just be like, what do you got in the bag? 16 tacos? I won't work, I can't. Some seasoned curly fries, 4 more tacos, and a chocolate shake. You're under arrest, my friend. Should save time, just make the police station a fast food restaurant, really. Just put bumpers around the parking lot, you just pull in, let your car smash into something. DUI special, Tom, I'll be in cell 6. You know where I am. What else are you gonna do on that night? You know those nights, some of you are gonna do it tonight. You're gonna get plowed and you're just gonna go stumbling into your kitchen later tonight where you just start wandering around the kitchen. I'm just gonna get a little something. I'm not gonna make it through the night. I need just a little, just something to get, I could just get a bit of food into my stomach. I think there's like a cupcake or something. You start to wonder why God didn't give you 3 legs. You're like, 2 is not, that's way more balanced with 3 legs. How does anyone stand on 2 legs? That doesn't work whatsoever. You're like stumbling around the kitchen. You open the cupboard, you feel like you've only been there for about 15 seconds. It's been about 45 minutes that you're staring into a cupboard. That's kind of... You're like, just staring. And finally you're like, can of corn, that sounds good. You can't even get the can open. You're like, I'll just heat the can up in the pot, and when it's hot, I'll open it then. That'll work out fine. I think I'll do everybody. And you know in the back of your head, that can of corn's only going to take like 3 minutes to cook, but you're like, no, I'll just lay down while that cooks. That's not going to be a problem at all. So if I just lay down for a minute or 2, the corn will be ready. And then we'll all enjoy beautiful corn. Corn, delicious corn. Corn is my friend. And then 4 hours later, the smoke alarm wakes you up. He's like, and I woke up and there was smoke everywhere. And the pot had melted. The flame was still going. The pot had melted onto the stove. And I was like, oh my God, I almost just killed myself with a can of corn. That would have been a terrible funeral for my parents to be at. Because my friends would have been laughing their asses off. Like, sorry about that, Mrs. Kaler. Corn can be real dangerous. It's hard to digest. I mean, we know corn is not the best vegetable for anyone. You don't digest it well, you just... So I knew I had to start making some changes in my life after that happened. But I also knew probably the drinking portion was not going to change. So I needed to buy safer food. You can see that now, right? I needed to buy safer food, so I bought ice cream. I bought a lot of ice cream and I put it in the freezer, thinking to myself, well, you can't kill yourself with ice cream, right? Totally logical. Genius. It got actually worse because one night I got home and I was drunk and I was eating chocolate fudge brownie, Ben & Jerry's. So good, right? 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching SportsCenter where you've already watched it once and then you just watch it again. It's the same show, just so in case you're wondering. They just repeat it. They're like, more SportsCenter, here we go. And I'm eating chocolate fudge brownie and it's going swimmingly right up to the point where I fell asleep / passed out. Because when I woke up, there was a giant brown puddle on my chest. But for that first instant when you wake up hungover, you're not exactly sure where you are or what happened. So right when I woke up, I was like, oh no, I've crapped my chest. How would crap even get out from inside my rib cage, man? I don't have any insurance. That's not gonna heal itself.